How will you describe people that wake up in a $49 million private jet? Although it might sound like a dream, interestingly, that's Conor McGregor's reality. He owns a $4 million yacht modeled after a Lamborghini, and that's not even the most obscene thing he's spent money on. Let's take a look inside his world. Conor McGregor's story is one of bold ambition and dramatic change. Not long ago, this man was unclogging toilets in Dublin. At one point, he relied on welfare to get by, but McGregor didn't stay down for long. He fought his way up in the UFC, quickly becoming one of its biggest stars. Although championship belts weren't enough for him, he was aiming much higher. He wanted to build something bigger than a fighting career. Today, McGregor is more than just an athlete. He's a businessman, a brand, and a global personality. He went from scraping pipes under kitchen sinks to sipping €30,000 whiskey on the Mediterranean. Some people see him as a cultural icon, while others see him as a provocateur. Either way, there's no denying his impact. With a net worth of over $200 million, he's turned his fighting fame into a full-blown empire. From launching his own whiskey brand to stepping into the world of fashion, McGregor has elevated wealth into something surreal. He enjoys luxury in every form by staying in high-end Las Vegas suites, relaxing on the Spanish coast, and traveling in style. In McGregor's world, there's no such thing as just enough. He believes in going big, living loud, and making every move count. And whether you admire him or not, it's clear that Conor McGregor plays by his own rules. Imagine starting your day in a mansion made of marble, where a private chef serves you a custom-made ketogenic breakfast. After that, you head to your personal training center, where a hyperbaric chamber is waiting to boost your recovery. When it's time to go out, you don't walk to a regular car. You choose from a lineup of expensive performance vehicles. And at the end of the day, you don't check into a hotel. You relax on your own super yacht, which just happens to be named after a sports car. This isn't a fantasy, it's how Conor McGregor lives, even on a Monday. But the real question is, could you handle that kind of life? It's not just about the money, it's the constant attention from cameras, the criticism from all directions, and bold choices like wearing a $50,000 mink coat in the middle of a desert. Then there's the watch that costs more than most people's homes, and it features tiny moving figures doing things we can't really talk about here. So let's take a closer look at what that lifestyle really includes. We're talking about the homes, cars, watches, and over-the-top moments that even the wealthy talk about in whispers. Let's start where every empire begins, at home. Conor McGregor's main residence is tucked inside the exclusive K Club in Ireland. This estate is worth over $2 million. Behind its tall private gates are perfectly trimmed gardens, a personal gym, a movie room, and floors covered in polished marble. Even the golf course feels like an extension of his backyard, offering the kind of peaceful space that only the super wealthy get to enjoy. But when McGregor wants a different kind of feeling, he escapes to a Spanish estate in Marbella. This home has breathtaking sea views and an infinity pool that blends into the blue of the Mediterranean. The entire home is equipped with a system that knows his preferences and adjusts the temperature, lights, and even the music before he steps inside. Now, let's talk transportation. McGregor doesn't just drive fancy cars, he collects them like fine art. He owns a white Rolls-Royce Phantom, fully customized with his name on the doors. There's also a McLaren 650S Spider, perfectly paired with designer sneakers and a lineup of Lamborghini Huracans in colors that look like photoshopped in real life. Actually, his crown jewel is the Lamborghini Tecnomar 63. This is a $4 million yacht designed after a rare supercar. With twin V12 engines and only 63 in the world, it's a floating powerhouse. Moving on, his fashion sense is just as bold. For McGregor, clothes aren't just about style, but sending a message. Every suit is made by David August, tailored down to the smallest detail. Some have silk linings, custom monograms, and even pinstripes that spell out inappropriate messages. With every outfit, McGregor dares the world to catch up or stay out. And of course, there are the watches. Each timepiece is not ordinary accessories, they're symbols of status, moments in time captured in diamonds and gold. Some are so unique, even other billionaires can't help but to give a stare. From his homes to his cars, his fashion to his wrist, Conor McGregor lives life on a scale few can imagine. In McGregor's world, every detail matters, and everything he owns is part of a much bigger picture. Actually, one of the most impressive parts of Conor McGregor's empire is his personal performance center, known as McGregor Fast. But don't think of it as just another gym. This place is more like a high-tech lab built for peak performance. Inside you'll find cryotherapy chambers to speed up recovery, infrared saunas for deep detox, and a custom oxygen training system designed to push his limits. Everything is carefully planned, not just to train harder, but smarter. And true to McGregor's larger-than-life personality, his generosity matches his success. Before UFC 257, he didn't just thank his team with kind words, he gave them Rolex watches. Not just one or two, but an entire collection of timepieces, each worth between $10,000 and $40,000. Outside the gym and the octagon, McGregor still commands attention. Red carpets don't intimidate him, they're just another stage. It doesn't matter if he's showing up in a fur coat and sunglasses in the middle of a heat wave, or stepping off a private jet into flashing cameras, he knows how to make an entrance. Now, pause for a moment. If $1 billion landed in your account right now, what's the first thing you'd buy? A McLaren, a mansion on the Amalfi Coast, or maybe just one smooth sip of McGregor's 30-year-old Irish whiskey? Tell us in the comments, we want to hear your boldest and wildest dreams. Let's talk about one of McGregor's most outrageous purchases. In 2021, he revealed a custom-made Jacob & Co. Astronomia tourbillon watch worth over $3 million. But this isn't just an ordinary timepiece. Inside, it has tiny moving mechanical figures that act out erotic scenes. It's so obscene that it makes billionaires blush. Some call it art, while others call it controversial. However, one thing's for sure, it's completely on brand for McGregor. Just like everything else he owns, this watch is designed to make a statement. Undoubtedly, Conor McGregor doesn't just live rich, he redefined what outrageous even means. He wasn't born into wealth or handed success. He came from humble beginnings and fought his way to the top. Every tailored suit he wears, diamond-studded watch and gold-trimmed car in his garage isn't just about showing off. They're symbols of how far he's come. They mark the daring steps he took, the chances he risked, and the confidence he never let go of, even when the odds were against him. To some, McGregor is a marketing genius. To others, he's a showman who knows exactly how to get the world's attention. And for a few, he might come across as too much and too flashy. But no matter how you view him, McGregor has turned wealth into his personal playground. He didn't walk into the Billionaires Club. He kicked the doors off its hinges, lit a cigar with a guest list, and threw a party on the roof. Let's just say he took the scraps of a working-class childhood and turned them into a theatre of excess. Say what you want, but this man built an empire that looks you dead in the eye and dares you to blink. Now, do you think McGregor's taste was extreme? Wait until you see the quiet luxury hiding in plain sight on the wrist of another billionaire. Up next, we'll place a spotlight on the surprising and exclusive watch collection of Mark Zuckerberg. This is a man who may have worn only grey t-shirts, but now makes some of the most understated power moves in horology. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next level of Billionaire Weird.